From the Weather NorCal Command Center, this is your Evening Update.
Daniels Roofing, licensed, bonded, insured roofing contractor. 45 years of generational expertise, offering a variety of roofing systems in the North State. Composition shingles, metal, tile, fire-safe wood shingles, and spray foam roofing systems. An energy-saving cool roof, perfect for commercial flat roofs and mobile homes. With other companies, you may get a foreman or a salesman. But with Daniels Roofing, you get Daniel. Call today for your free estimate. Daniels Roofing, 3 generations working hard to protect your home and business.
Well, happy Friday evening to you. I'm Chief Meteorologist Mike Krueger. We've got a beautiful start to the weekend. Lots of sunshine, increasing clouds though. Now, I do expect another round of rain on Sunday, and it could be here as early as Saturday night into Sunday, through the day on Sunday, even into Monday. And then it looks like snow levels are going to be a little bit lower with this system as well, somewhere between 4,000 and 5,000 feet, but honestly probably closer to that 4,000 foot range. And then cooler and unsettled through all of next week. Yeah, this pattern is going to stick around for a while. So yes, we're getting that break, but the chances for rain will continue as we go into the second half of the weekend and through a good portion of next week as well. All right, here's a look at your Krueger's Quickcast for your Friday, November 14th. Tonight, it's going to get cold. We're talking 30s and some 40s for the higher elevations, mid 40s for the valley, and somewhere in the mid to upper 40s overnight tonight for the coast. Tomorrow morning, maybe you're heading out the door, maybe going for a morning walk. You might need that light jacket, especially in the valley, as temperatures will be in the 40s, much colder in the mountains in the 30s there. Even some fog for many of the mountain valleys, especially in Trinity County and probably even western Siskiyou County as well. So we have an area of low pressure that impacted our weather over the last few days. It's moved down to the south. It's been impacting Southern California today and will impact them again tomorrow. That same low pressure will eventually impact us again as we go into the second half of your weekend and early next week. And it's going to be in the form of maybe some more rain. But again, it's not going to be until Saturday night into Sunday. So as I mentioned, just a gorgeous day on Saturday. We're going to start off with sunny skies. And then through the day, we're going to see an increase in high and mid-level clouds and a few showers trying to develop late in the day. There you can see that area of low pressure down to our south. As it moves to the north and east, the flow around that low will bring us some showers possibly as early as late afternoon, early evening. But then by Saturday night into Sunday, that'll begin to move in and then heavier rainfall coming in for Sunday afternoon. So for your Saturday, yeah, mainly sunny skies to start off, but then those clouds will be on the increase, especially for the valley southeastward as we go into the late afternoon and early evening hours. So there's your 7-day forecast. And again, I've got mostly sunny skies. We are going to see an increase in the cloud cover, though, as we go into the afternoon. There's that rain on Sunday, more showers on Monday. Now, I expect a break at this point on Tuesday, and the timing of next week's storm system, still a little uncertain. Some of the models bring it in as early as Wednesday. Others are holding off until Thursday. So we're going to kind of go with the Wednesday, Thursday type of event, and then maybe another break after that going into Friday of next week. Same story for this, for Mount Shasta, Siskiyou County in general, Modoc County in the eastern mountains with that break on Tuesday. And by the way, yes, it's warming up a bit on your Saturday, but then we cool right back down again for the second half of the weekend and really through all of next week. All right, that's a look at your Krueger's Quickcast. Now let's go into our deeper dive, sponsored by Shasta Hearing Aid.
Frank, come help with the dishes.
What?
The dishes!
I heard it the first time. I just got back from Shasta Hearing Aids, but she doesn't know it yet. What?
Forget it!
All right, so we were talking about that area of low pressure that impacted us the last few days. It's down to our south here. It's been diving down to the south, but look at this. Look at this big flow of moisture going into Southern California. That's what they've seen today and will continue to see tomorrow. And it's a nice tap. I mean, here's all this subtropical moisture right here, right? It's tapping into that and is heading right into Southern California. Now, the area of low pressure will continue to spin and be in that region here even for your Saturday. So down in Southern California, there is an increased risk for some flash flooding in these areas due to the fact that we're seeing consistent rain today, and we'll see that again here for tomorrow. We've got the flash flooding, the potential for some rock slides, mudslides, debris flows, and then this area of low pressure will eventually shift to the north and east, and we'll see some showers probably late in the day, especially going into Saturday night. Let's show you that here on Futurecast. So again, we're talking about what's happening in Southern California, right? We're the exact opposite. It's a gorgeous start to your day on Saturday. As I mentioned, we're going to start off with mainly sunny skies. Now, through the afternoon, you see what's happening. You've already started to see some showers down to the south and east near Portola. Now, look what happens. As we go into the late afternoon, early evening, we do start to see some of these showers work their way in, especially to the south around Chico, Oroville, and of course in some of the eastern mountains as well. So sometime late afternoon Saturday and into the evening hours, we start to see this begin to move in. Then it continues to spread to the north and west. Now, this is on the backside of an area of low pressure that's spinning and moving into Northern California. So this is the first system that'll impact us on Sunday. All right, so Sunday morning, the valley eastward, looking at the potential for that rain. Now, this will start to move out, and what will move in is another storm system coming in from the west. So by midday, this activity is moving out. We're beginning to see some light showers in advance of the next system coming in from the west, especially for Trinity County westward. The main band is right here. We start to see it all come on in. So through the afternoon on Sunday, the second system begins to move in. Periods of heavy rainfall, maybe some thunderstorms, and it's a colder storm. So I do expect those snow levels to be a tad lower. I'd say around 4,500 feet, give or take, and probably closer to that 5,000 foot level as I mentioned earlier. Okay, then we take you into Sunday night and into Monday. All right, you see Sunday night, 11 p.m. Now we're seeing another push of some moisture, some pretty decent rain heading our way. And then you can see the spin around the area of low pressure, continuing to bring us more scattered showers and possible thunderstorms as we take you through the day on Monday as well. But the low pressure continues to dive down to the south. And eventually, by the time we get into Monday evening, Monday night, we start to dry things out. We get that break coming into Tuesday before we see the potential for more wet weather by the middle to latter part of next week. Take these with a grain of salt. This just kind of gives you a general idea. And we do expect to probably once again see more rainfall in the valley northward into the east than the coast. Kind of interesting, right? The coast didn't see as much rainfall with this past system, and there's a chance that could happen with this system as well. All right, now let's talk about the snow. And what you'll notice too with this is we're seeing more snow on the map. Chester at 4,500 feet, Portola at about a little higher than that, seeing the potential for some light minor accumulation. That probably won't happen. You're going to have to probably go above 5,000 feet before you start seeing anything significant. But that would mean that Scott Mountain Pass on Highway 3 could potentially see some chain requirements. Maybe some chain requirements on Cedar Pass, which is a little over 6,000 feet. Then, of course, you've got the higher mountain passes in the eastern mountains that could see some chain requirements. So this may cause just a few more headaches than we did with this last system, although this last system didn't bring us any snow headaches, but just some of that heavier rainfall. This is not a major storm system, or at least major snowstorm, so we're not concerned about it being a huge issue, but just be aware of the fact that if you are traveling in the mountains, especially Sunday into Monday, you may run into some problems on some of those higher mountain passes above 5,000 feet. All right, so let's take you into next week now. And really what I've got my eyes on is right over here. We're starting to see a storm system that could develop eventually sometime around the middle to latter part of next week. Now, this particular forecast model is holding off until Wednesday night, Thursday morning. The European forecast model wants to bring it in just a little bit sooner. So that's why I've kind of got that Wednesday, Thursday time frame of when this could move in. We're still going to have to iron out the details on the timing of that and the overall intensity of the rain. And this could be a fairly cold storm system. You see all the snow that we are seeing in some of the higher elevations. This could be, say, a 3,500 to 4,000 foot type of storm system, but still way too early to really set that in stone just yet. But it is something that I'll be watching very closely and ironing out those details as we do get closer toward the middle and latter part of next week. Now, we look at the overall 10-day trend. There's that spike in the temperatures for tomorrow, this weird anomaly, really. And then you can see after that, we're back down to the upper 50s to low 60s pretty much through Thursday, and then maybe a little bit warmer by next Friday and that next Saturday as well. So this cool and unsettled weather pattern, it's going to stick around for a while. Now the wave heights are dropping as we go into Saturday morning, but by Saturday night into Sunday, they may start to increase. We may eventually start to see some small craft advisories by the second half of the weekend. All right, here's your neighborhood forecast, sponsored in part by Dignity Health. So it's a little bit warmer for Trinity County. You're looking at temperatures in the low to even some mid-60s. And we take a look at your Dignity Health North Coast neighborhood forecast. Generally in the low to mid 60s here, even for those inland areas, although a little bit warmer out towards Orleans with about 68, 67 for Gas Key, and there's Oric, a high of about 61 degrees. A dry day for your Saturday. Same story for Siskiyou County. Dry with temperatures in the 50s, even some 60s in there as well, eventually seeing rain by Sunday into Monday. For Modoc County, you got showers coming in Sunday and Monday as well, but Saturday, absolutely gorgeous. Temperatures around 60 for that daytime high. Now in the eastern mountains, you may start to see some showers as early as, say, late afternoon, early evening on Saturday, but the first half of your day will be dry on Saturday. For the valley to the south, I'd say around, say, Chico, Hamilton City, Willows, maybe some late afternoon showers beginning to move in. But the bulk of the rain really won't move in with that first system coming in from the south, probably sometime around Saturday night. And then, of course, that will also work its way northward in the north end of the valley as well. So there's your 7-day forecast for Chico. There's that rain on Sunday. Now, again, Saturday night, we could start to see some of those showers. And then Monday, some showers drying out for your Tuesday with another shot for some rain. Again, the timing and the intensity for Wednesday, Thursday is something we'll be ironing out as we get closer to next week. There's a look at your valley neighborhood forecast to the north. Temperatures in the low 70s. We've got mostly sunny skies for the first half of the day. But then, yes, by Saturday night into Sunday, we're looking at that rain beginning to move in. That could continue into Monday, and then we'll dry things out on Tuesday with another shot at some showers come Wednesday and Thursday. That is your evening update. I'll be back again on Monday. And we're going to have a special guest for Coffee with Krueger at 6:30 on Monday. So be sure to tune in for that. And also a special guest at 6 a.m. Yeah, for your Monday forecast, we're going to have a special guest presenting the weather for you. So be sure to stick around for that. In the meantime, over the weekend, you've got Chase Wilson giving you your forecast at 6 a.m., noon, and 6 p.m., both Saturday and Sunday. Have yourselves a great weekend, and we'll see you on Monday.
Barr & Mudford is a top, established firm here in the North State. Founded over a half-century ago, Barr & Mudford is protecting the rights of our neighbors and community. We take our commitment to our clients very seriously and provide a level of excellence unrivaled in the North State. Barr & Mudford, standing up for the rights of our neighbors and our beautiful community, serving Northern California with excellence.